Hello and welcome to Maths with Udom. I still remain your online mathematics tutor, Mr. Okon Udom. So today we are looking at division of fractions, lesson 2. Division of fractions, lesson 2. So lesson 2. We have done lesson 1 before, okay? Now, let me quickly bring this to your notice. Very important. To divide by a fraction, simply multiply it by its reciprocal. To divide by a fraction, multiply that fraction by what is reciprocal. Okay? We can either multiply the fraction or the whole number or mixed fraction by the reciprocal of that fraction that you are dividing with. Okay? So we have done that in our previous lesson. But let me do a little recap. The reciprocal of y is what? Is y inverse, which is 1 over y. The reciprocal of m is what? M inverse, which is what? Which is 1 over m. The reciprocal of 2 over 5 is what? Is 2 over 5 inverse, which is 1 divided by what? 2 over 5. And that gives us 1 times, then 5 will go up, 2 will come down. So 5 over 2. And that gives us 5 over 2. Okay? You can see that the reciprocal of 2 over 5 is 5 over 2. Okay? So that's the meaning of reciprocal. Alright? So let's move to our examples for today. Examples. And our example is simplify the following. So let's have our examples. Simplify the following. That's number 1. Then number 2. Okay, that's our number 2. Number 3. Let me write it outside. Number 4. And number 5. So these are our examples for today's class, okay? But let me quickly run through the examples. The question says, simplify the following fractions. Number 1, 5 divided by 1 over 8. Number 2, 12 divided by 2 over 3. Number 3, 1 whole number, 1 over 2 divided by what? 18. Number 4, 3 whole number, 4 over 5 divided by what? 1 number, 1 over 3. Number 5, 5 over 9 divided by 6 whole number, 1 over 4. So let's look at the solution together. Solution. So we are going to look at the solution one after the other. For number 1, what do we have in number 1? We have 5 divided by 1 over 8. So 5 is whole number, which can be written as 5 divided by 1. Every whole number, they have what? 1 as their denominator. All whole numbers, they have 1 as their denominator. So then we change this division sign to multiplication. And when you do that, you reverse the what? The fraction. Okay? That is, you multiply that fraction by what? Its reciprocal. So what is the reciprocal of 1 over 8? It will give us 8 over 1. So what do? We multiply the numerator separately, then denominator separately. So 5 times 8 divided by 1 times 1. So 5 times 8 is what? Is 40. divided by 1. And 40 divided by 1 is still 40. Okay? So our answer for number 1 is what? 40. Okay? Let's move to number 2 example. Example 2. So what do we have in example 2? 12 divided by what? 12 divided by what? 2 over 3. So 12 is whole number, so we have 1 as what is denominator. Okay? So we have 12 over 1. Then we change the division sign into multiplication. And when you do that, you reverse this fraction. Okay? That is, the reciprocal of 2 over 3 is 3 over 2. So we have 3 over 2. So from here, we can see possibility of cross dividing. Okay? That is, 2 and 12, they have common factors and they can divide through each other. So 2 here 1, 2 in 12, 6. So what do we do from here? We multiply the numerators together. 6 times 3 divided by 1 times 1, our denominator. Okay? So 6 times 3 is what? 18. Divided by 1 times 1 is what? 1. And finally, 18 divided by 1 is the same thing as what? 18. And that is our answer for number what? For example 2. Our example 2 answer is what? 18. Okay? Let's move to example 3. Okay? Example 3, what do we have there? 1 whole number, 1 over 2, divided by what? Divided by 18. Okay, so the first thing to do is to change this mixed fraction into what? Improper fraction. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1, 3 over 2. Divided by 18 is the same thing as 18 divided by 1. So what do we do next? We come here and we have 3 divided by 2, 3 divided by 2. Now our division sign changes to what? Multiplication. And when you do that, you have to multiply it by what? The reciprocal of what? 18 over 1, which is 1 over 18. Okay? So what can we see from here? We see the possibility of what? Of cross dividing. Why? Because we have common factor between 3 and 18. Okay? So what can go through? So 3 here 1, 3 in 18 is what? Is 6. Alright? So we now come here and we multiply our numerators together and our denominators together. So we have what? 1 times 1 divided by 2 times what? 2 times 6. So 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. Divided by 2 times 6 is what? Is 12. Okay? So at the end of the day, our answer is 1 divided by 12. 1 divided by 12. Okay? Let me write it here because of space. Let's write it here. So we have 1 times 1 divided by 2 times 6. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 6 is what? Is 12. Okay? So that's our answer for number 3. Let's move to number 4. So what do we have in number 4? 3 whole number, 4 over 5, divided by 1 whole number, 1 over 3. The first thing to do is to change all these towards improper fraction. They are all in mixed fractions. Okay? So 5 times 3 is 15. Okay? 15 plus 4 will give us what? 19. So we have 19 divided by what? Our denominator 5. So divided by 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. So we have 4 divided by 3. So what do we do from here? We have 19 divided by 5. So we change the division sign into what? Multiplication. And when you do that, you multiply by what? The reciprocal of 4 over 3. What is the reciprocal of 4 over 3? 3 over 4. Okay? So the next thing we are going to do is to multiply 19 times 3. Okay? And 19 times 3 will give us 57. Okay? We have 57. 57 divided by, then we have 4. 5 times 4 is what? 20. So how many 20 can go through 57? 20 is 57 is what? Is 2. So 2 whole number, remember 17 over 20. Okay? So that is our answer for number 4. 2 whole number, 17 over what? Over 20. Okay? So that is what we have over there. So 2 whole number, 17 over 20 as our answer for number 4. Let's move to number 5. Number 5. Which is our last example for today, number 5. We have 5 divided by 9 divided by 6 whole number 1 over 4. So we have 5 over 9. We repeat that. Divided by, let's change this what? Mixed fraction to improper fraction. 4 times 6 is 24. Plus 1, 25 over 4. So we have 25 divided by 4. So the next thing to do is to what? Is to write 5 over 9. We change the what? Division sign into multiplication. And when that happens, you write 25 over 4 in its what? Reciprocal form. And what is the reciprocal of 25 over 4? Is 4 over 25. So what do you notice here? We see the possibility of cross dividing, because 5 and 25, they have common factor. 5 is their common factor. So we can divide through here to make our work simple or simpler. So we have 5 here, 1. 5 and 25 is 5. So we come here and we multiply the numerators together. 1 times 4 divided by our denominator. 9 times what? 5. So 1 times 4 is what? Is 4. While 9 times 5 is what? 45. Okay, so this is our answer, which is what? A proper fraction. 4 divided by what? 45. So let's take our assignment for today. Assignment. So assignment. Simplify the following. Simplify the following. Number 1. Number 2. Let's write number 2 here. Okay. Number 3. Number 4. And lastly, number 5. Okay, so these are your assignments. Number 1 is what? 18 divided by what? 1 whole number, 1 over 2. Number 2, 6 divided by what? 2 over 5. Number 3, 3 over 5 divided by what? 4 over 9. Number 4, 6 whole number 2/3 divided by 5 whole number 1/3. And number 5, 20 divided by 27 divided by 5. Okay, so that is your assignment for today's class. Okay, all you need to do, solve it, submit it to your school teachers for appropriate marking and correction, and then you get better by the day. We are through with today's class. But before you leave, kindly like this video, drop your comment in the comment section, share this video to all your friends all over the world, and most importantly, click on the subscribe button under this video. To become mathematically sound and smart, you practice every day, okay? So until I come your way again next time, I remain your online mathematics tutor, Mr. Okon Udom, and I'm saying to you, remain mathematically sound. See you in my next class. Bye for now.